Hey girl, hey. Okay, so guys, I am doing the video instead in front of the tree today. I am doing it in the boys' room because I've got one who's sleeping, and we're starting sleep training. So they co-slept with me for 11 months, and it's time for me to get my bed back. Okay, I'm just saying I gotta get my bed back. But anywho, so today on Vlogmas Day 3 for me, I'm going to talk about my IVF experience and how I felt about the process and how it differed for me from starting natural TTC and going to this. So, I can't never be alone. So, I started out doing a tubal reversal, and I went down to Louisiana with Dr. Maurice, and I did that in April 2018. I was able to start TTCing in mid-May of 2018, and I got my BFP right away. It was an exciting moment for me and my husband. We were happy, but we ended up having a loss soon after, and then I was pressured into starting again, and just it is what it is, and it happens. Yeah. I was rushed into starting again, and by July, I got another BFP that ended in a loss as well. I have been going to see my regular obstetrician, not knowing that I can see a fertility doctor off jump to try to get my process started with my rainbow baby and my baby. And so after the second loss, I was like, fuck it. Let me see what my insurance is telling me. Let me go ahead and do IVF. I was against IVF. If anyone had watched my videos, I was against IVF at first, but then I was like, I need my baby. I need to do this. My heart is not complete. So I started going to the fertility centers of Illinois. And let me tell you, I met with the doctor. I had a 6:30 in the morning appointment, baby. And I met with her, and I had all my questions written down. You know, is it an issue that I'm African American and overweight? Is it an issue that I had a history of smoking? Is it an issue that I like a cup of wine, a glass of vodka? Is any of that an issue? No, 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 no. She did tell me that I had to do the genetic testing as far as my husband and I, in order to make sure that there's no underlying issues that will guarantee that we probably wouldn't have a good success rate. So we did do that. And everything came back clear. Everything came back fine. The number one thing that I told her when I was doing, when I was meeting and I was having my consultation, is that I wanted to put 2 eggs in. I told her I did do the research and know that at the time I was 34. They don't like to do that because you have the chance of multiples. I told her we were fine with the chance of multiples. I would rather put 2 eggs in and get 1 baby than put 1 egg in and get no babies. The way that we were financially set up with 3 kids already, we were only doing 1 round of IVF because it does add up. Even with the insurance, it does add up. I think out of pocket, we ended up spending a total of IVF $6,000, which doesn't seem like a lot. I know a lot of people pay a whole lot more than that, but we paid $6,000 directly to the clinic, and then I've got other bills that I have too. I've never added those up, but we got other bills too. It started out good. She started with, doing an ultrasound on my cycle. No, she started doing ultrasound with no cycle, ultrasound with cycle. She found a polyp. She wanted to go ahead and get that taken care of. I said, let's do that ASAP. At the time I was, let's go. Fast. Started this in January. Let's get this done by March. I want eggs in. It didn't work out like that. She found a polyp. She waited 3 weeks, took the polyp out. Then she said in 2 weeks, I would start my meds. She said, no, let's do a dry cycle. I didn't start the meds until mid-April. She kept changing the dosage on the meds, so I ended up having too many meds, and we're going to get to that in a second. I had too many meds, and then she got to talking about ICSI. I was like, well, my husband's only 30, and I'm 34. I don't think we need ICSI, and if I get an abundance of eggs, we only want to put in 2. I wasn't thinking about banking. I couldn't bank, financially. I was thinking about not just this year, but keep going. I couldn't imagine banking those eggs and then not being able to pay or something happening and then have to destroy them. Essentially, you're destroying them if you don't freeze them too, but I saw it differently, at that moment. So I was like, I don't want to do ICSI. They wanted me to do genetic testing and do freezing. And I said, we talked in the beginning about a fresh cycle. You said the fresh cycle wouldn't be a problem. Now you want to do a frozen cycle. I don't want to do a frozen cycle. She got to talking about IUI because she was telling me that my follicles were big, but a lot of them were empty. And I don't remember quite exactly how many eggs I had. I may have to go back to another video, but I think it was like 18. And then I ended up with maybe 11 that were mature. And I was crying my ass off because I thought I didn't do good. I thought, you know, those 11 might turn into 1. It might turn. I was just going through the motions. So, you know, it was just a very long process. And, you know, I would get to the point where, you know, I ordered my meds, and then she would say, we're going to wait and hold off. And then she would say, well, we should have did this and this. And it was just a lot of what ifs, and it was just too much. And the fertility centers of Illinois have a location that was out by me in the northwest suburbs, and they have one that's in downtown Chicago. And a lot of times she would say, okay, I want to see you on this day. And I was still working at the time and raising 3 girls. So she would say, I want to see you on this day. And I would have to call off of work or call in late because I had to go to Chicago location, because they'd say, oh, she ended up going to this location. So I would have to haul ass there. And once you're in the process of doing meds and everything, you got to kind of be on that schedule. You know, I can't just say, no, I'll do it tomorrow. I had to like go. So it was stressful. And I was taking a lot of my frustrations out on my husband because we did not tell any family. We did not say anything to anyone. It was just me and him that knew. I think my kids secretly knew, but they really weren't like into it, because I am a diabetic. So they were kind of into it. And they not dare ask me a private question. So it was just a lot. It was a lot. It's a process, you know, like when people get gender reassignment surgery, they make them do counseling and everything. I think you have to go through that. And I think they have to give you real life scenarios, because I was not prepared for the level of everything that I was going to deal with IVF, from the emotions I already had, and the feelings, and the doubt, and the just embarrassment a little bit. Not per se of me being embarrassed of myself, but imagining what people were going to say and their judgments were going to be of why I was doing IVF. It was like an embarrassing feeling. So I had all that, and then I added the meds to it. It was a lot. It was a lot. It's a process that brought me my twins, and I'm thankful for my twins, but it's also a process that really dissected into my marriage, dissected into my own personal feelings for myself, my own personal opinions about myself, my own insecurities. It like dived into that. You know, I'm doing the meds, I'm still trying to work out, I'm trying to lose weight, I feel insecure. You know, one doctor tells me I'm doing great, the nurse is telling me I need to lose some weight. You know, I was 238 pounds when I started IVF, and they said that was not a problem. And a lot of places turned me away because they said I needed to lose at least 50 pounds. And I was like, this is who I am. You know, I work out, you know, I will work out, shall I say. I will do all of that, but I am a big girl, and I'm okay with that, and I'm not worried about that. And I've seen big girls have babies, so that was kind of like a lot of deterrence. The biggest thing, I think, and the biggest downside for me was that when it got close, when, you know, they said, okay, order more meds, we're going to do an extra week of Follistim and everything. And then the doctor turned around and did the ultrasound the next day after I've paid for these meds and said, oh, we could take them tomorrow. I just paid for this medicine. I work for Walgreens. This medicine is going to come to me today. Like, I can't return it. Like, I just paid for this. And we're like, we're making it, but we're not making it. You know what I mean? Like, we had it, but we didn't have a cushion, if that makes sense. So it was just like too much at some points. And then, you know, we're gonna do we're gonna put them back in Chicago. Okay, we'll put them back in Chicago. Okay, well, you have to do your, let's say, let me give you a scenario. Let's say we have to do your shot at 10:30 p.m. and you have to be here, let's say at 8 a.m. and those eggs have to be out by 9:30. Let's just say that. She turned around and I got there and there was like 20 women there waiting. What the fuck? So, me and all the other women are like, well, my eggs had to be out by this time. Where is she? Oh, she's running a little bit behind. My eggs got to be out, because that's the number one thing they tell you. Your eggs got to be out by a certain time or they start to burst. You know what I mean? Like, they start to mature and ripen and pop out and all that shit. And so I like was going through that and going through the motions. And then they're supposed to call you and tell you how many eggs you got. I had to call for 2 days and I finally found out how many eggs I got. Then they were irritated because I kept calling and they were saying I'm not the only patient. I understand, but just like all the other patients, this is a sensitive situation, and they got to the point where when it was time to put my babies back in, she called me the night before and she was saying, are you sure you want to put 2 in? Yes, ma'am. And she gave me all the scenarios, the what ifs, the bad things, she gave me all that shit. And I was like, yep, yes, ma'am, I still want to put them in. You can have multiples. That's 2 eggs can turn to 4 eggs. That's 4 eggs can turn to 8 eggs. Yes, ma'am, I'm willing. Are you willing to sign a paper saying that you will do, because you're required to sign a form saying that you would do with her, elimination. And I was like, nope. And she was like, well, I can't put them in if you're not going to sign that. I said, well, somebody here can put them in. Oh, I just can't do that. And I kid you not, my appointment, I want to say was 9:30 to put my eggs back in. I don't think I got my eggs in until almost 1 because we went back and forth. And then she sent the nurse in there and we went back and forth. Then she sent the egg specialist. I know they got a real name, but she sent the egg specialist. We went back and forth. And I did not leave there, guys, until I had 2 babies inside of me. And another doctor came in. He had a boot on his foot. He smelled like Newports. I didn't give a fuck. Put them in. Thank you so much. They ushered me the fuck out. I didn't even get a picture of my 2 embryos until I called and said I didn't get a picture. And then I went back in and got my picture. Like, it was just... IVF is not for the faint of hearts. IVF, if you're a person that likes order, if you're a person that likes schedules and agendas, IVF is going to be rough for you because it's constantly changing. And they tell you, and they do tell you, that be prepared for it to be constantly changing, but it sometimes was too much to bear. I'm thankful for my twins. I love my twins. They are hard work. But I think IVF was harder. I think IVF was harder than natural TTCing, OPKing, cervical mucus, egg white mucus. It was so hard. So if I can tell you anything, be prepared, because the what ifs will happen. Be prepared to fight for what you want, for the battle that's ahead, because it's a battle. It's a fucking battle to get this shit done. I'm telling you, that was the longest fucking 5 months of my life. I started my process in December and I didn't see the doctor until January, and my eggs didn't get put in until May 24th. That's a long time. A long time. You can do this. If I can tell you anything besides all that other shit, you can do this. There is a finish line to your journey. There is a rainbow at the end of your journey. Whether it's your rainbow baby or your first baby, there is a rainbow at the end. There will be hurdles though. There will be ups and downs. There will be battles. It's okay to be wrong. It's okay to feel sad. It's okay to have all these emotions. Allow yourself to feel, because it's not an easy process. It is not. But get some groups and join some groups. Even if you're a silent partner, as I called myself. I was in a lot of IVF groups and I didn't say a fucking word. But I read and I learned and I went and I experienced. And I had that emotional crutch that I couldn't talk to my husband. So I would go on there and read who was going through what I was. And I would cry. And I would cry with them. I watch videos and I deal with them. You know, videos of people after a fresh transfer testing those positive BFPs, those negative, those positive betas. I was there. Just know that this is a community that you can come and you can watch these videos, and we're here for you. Ask questions. There's no stupid question. Send private emails. Mine is genesislovings@gmail.com. You can send me a message. I will answer you back. You can put it in the comments. I will answer you back. But my experience with IVF is that it was a hard ass fucking roller coaster. It was a hard ass ride. I would do it again in a heartbeat. I would do it again for someone else. I would be a surrogate and I would do it for someone else. I got enough kids right now for myself. I can't do that for right now. Maybe a couple years. But it's rough. But you can do it. You can do it, and it's okay to feel. You may be going through IVF right now and feeling like you're all alone. Baby, you're not all alone. You may be going through IVF and just had a loss. It's okay to cry. It's okay to feel less than. It's okay. The point and the better thing is to, when you're done feeling that way, is to get up, brush yourself off, know that you did everything you can do, and keep on going. Whether you start again right away, whether you wait a little while, whether you want to talk it over and pray it over, you can get through this. You can get through this. And you need that backbone, and you need that group of people. I had my group of people. I had Shell TTC Bella. I had Verkosha from Lifelong Commitment with the Alexanders. I had Simply Tanika from Simply Tanika. I am Tanika. And I also had Mommy on Deck. I watched her story. I had so many more. I had TTC Tanika, The Walker Diaries, Aunt and Tony. It was so many channels I was watching. So many channels. You may need that support. It's okay to use that support. It's okay to say I'm not okay. It's okay to feel overwhelmed. All that shit is okay. It's okay. Do what you need to do for yourself. Because IVF, I will not tell you it's easy, because it's not. But you can get through that shit. I got a baby right here from dealing with that shit. You could do that shit. I got another baby in there eating oatmeal. You could do that shit. But I don't want to be long-winded, as you guys know that I can be. As always, be kind. You may be the only nice thing a person has heard today. Okay? And by the way, I'm TikTok famous, guys. I got like 5,000 views on TikTok, 5,000 followers on TikTok, y'all. I'm going to insert my video. No, I'm not going to insert my video. Next video, I'll insert my video. But I'll see you guys later. Bye.